my mortgage guy.
Excuse me, mine too.
He's Kelly Jackson's mortgage guy. He's my friend's mortgage guy. Anybody within the sound of my voice should be calling Stuart at Stuart's American Mortgage. Good morning, Stuart.
Good morning, McGraw.
The reason why, not only do they get your effervescent personality for free, they also get your loans for free. No closing costs. The bagel loan. Explain that.
Well, with the bagel loan, there's absolutely no cost at all. You don't pay for an appraisal. You don't pay for title. You don't pay for anything. Many customers have called us and said, well, you roll in the costs or it's put somewhere else.
Right.
No, it's absolutely for free. And the reason we can do it, our overhead is very low. I don't pay commissions to loan officers. The customer gets the benefit.
And I know people also say this, well, wait a minute, you charge me a higher interest rate and no fees, so you still get it.
We took 2 customers away from a competitor this past week. Those customers had gone to that competitor. Our rate was 0.25% better with no fees. The competitor was offering 0.25% higher with $3,800 to $4,000 in fees.
So when you ask somebody, hey, how does this Stuart do it? And they say, oh, it's a higher interest rate, say that's incorrect. Now, let's talk about reducing the term of the loan, because this is always interesting.
We had an influx of customers this past maybe 10 days, one of which I'm going to talk about right now. He has a 30-year loan. He's 5 years into his 30 years loan.
Okay.
We converted him to a 15-year mortgage in which the rates are lower for 15-year mortgages than 30. 15 years for $90 a month more than what he's paying now. He's saving 10 years on the loan. We calculated that savings over $160,000 of less interest paid. It's ridiculous as to the amount of money you can save.
Why are 15-year rates lower than 30-year rates?
Well, consider it this way. If I am an investor and I'm going to lend you money,
right,
we don't know what the future holds, so I don't want my money out there for an extended period of time. So the longer I have to go ahead and lend it to you, the more risk it is for me because interest rates we know are going up. They're at 3-month highs right now.
Right.
And so I'm going to give you a higher rate if you want it for a longer period of time. If you want it for a shorter period of time, well, I'm going to give you a better rate because then I can reinvest my money after that 15-year period for the rates that are prevailing at that time.
All right. What rates are going up, huh?
Rates, we're at a 3-month high. A lot of it has to do with Trump's potential pick for Yellen's replacement. There is 2 individuals that are being looked at.
Right.
One is a guy named John Taylor. The other one is Jerome Powell. John Taylor is a little bit less dovish to interest rates, so I think the markets are responding by seeing the rates go up.
Right. And it's interesting because regardless of what the rates do, you'll always get the best rate you can get depending on where the rates are.
We'll give you the best rate, and a lot of it has to do with your personal situation. We had a customer that had a great rate. He was at 2 3/4 on a 15-year when rates were that low a couple years back.
Right.
His balance was $35,000. He had $70,000 worth of credit card debt and other debt to consolidate. Those credit card debts are fluctuating. They're going up with the Federal Reserve raising those interest rates.
Right.
And he's not getting any tax deduction on the interest. So he ended up getting a higher rate on the $30,000, but compared to the savings that he had on the $70,000, it wasn't even an issue.
Which was my point, because as rates go up now, you're more valuable than ever because whatever the rate is, somebody else is going to tack on $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in fees where you don't have. We don't have any fees.
We don't have, and don't forget that $4,000 or $5,000 interest is compounded on it over time, so you end up paying $10,000 over time on that $4,000.
It's a no-brainer. If you're going to anybody else but Stuart, you're wasting your money and you are missing out on a great personality like Stuart Rosenblum.
Thank you.
Mortgages and More. When is it?
9 a.m. this Sunday. We're going to focus on different types of ways that you can buy a home. 1% down with no PMI. What's the difference between FHA and conventional? 9 a.m. this Sunday.
Go, and you'll be happy to talk to anybody, right?
Anytime. My cell phone number is available.
314-324-4440. That's his cell phone number, 314-324-4440, or Stewart'sAMC.com. Thanks, buddy.